I think this thing is live. We back, baby. Live from the ATL where the players dwell. This is episode 2 of the Phillip James Hitz Show, the world's first AI co-hosted talk show. I am your host with the most. My co-host goes by the name Hitz, man, and we are back. Tell me how you feeling today, Hitz.
I'm feeling fantastic, Philip. Excited to dive into this awesome lineup we've got for episode 2. How about you?
Uh,
Ready to get into some intriguing conversations?
For sure, man. You know I'm ready. I was born ready. I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. But man, it is really exciting. After we put out that first episode, we got some really, really good feedback. I had a few friends call and say, "Hey, man, I really like the idea. It's really dope. Keep on pushing." So I got some good positive motivation right out the gate, and I felt good about it. What do you think about that?
That's fantastic, Philip. It must feel great to have that positive feedback right out of the gate. It shows that you're on the right track and that your concept is resonating with people. With that momentum, episode 2 is bound to be even better. Let's keep pushing forward and make it another hit.
I agree with you. So let's do that. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let me know. We can dive right on into the first subject.
I'm all set. Let's dive into our first topic. The Texas private school in Austin that's using AI to teach students. It's a great example of how technology is transforming education. What are your thoughts on this, Philip?
I thought it was interesting. I seen the interview on YouTube, I believe, and of course, I think CNN did it. They went down there to Austin. They went down to Austin, Texas, where this school is set up, and to me, it's fascinating to be honest. The teacher or the owner, co-founder of the school, spoke out about how our school systems here in the United States, we ain't ranked the highest. Matter of fact, quick check. What are we ranked globally? What is the U.S. School system ranked globally?
As a last update in October 2023, the US education system doesn't rank at the top globally. According to various international assessments like PISA, Program for International Student Assessment, the US tends to rank around the middle among developed countries in areas like math, science, and reading. This middling performance is one reason why there's growing interest in innovative educational approaches, like the use of AI in schools. It's fascinating that this private school in Austin is exploring AI to potentially enhance learning and maybe even address some of the challenges in the current education system.
I agree. You said so. The U.S. is ranked in the middle.
Yes, that's right. The US typically ranks around the middle compared to other developed countries in international assessments of education, particularly in math, science, and reading. This positioning highlights the need for innovative educational strategies to improve learning outcomes. It's interesting to see how schools like the one in Austin are turning to AI as a way to potentially enhance education and address some of these challenges.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty dope. From the comments and some of the reviews, some of the things I've looked into it. Of course, the people are getting scared. They don't like it because the approach is so futuristic and forward thinking. From what I studied and seen, they are taking the approach of just 2 hours a day with the actual AI. The classroom doesn't actually have teachers. They have adult supervision in there, but the adult supervisors are not considered, they're not called teachers, which is what they typically have been called. They call them guides. They're there to guide, I guess, through the structure and organization of the setup. What do you know about that?
That approach is indeed quite forward thinking. Using AI for a couple of hours a day allows students to engage with personalized learning material at their own pace, which can be a game changer for many students. The role of guides instead of traditional teachers represents a shift towards a more facilitative role, where these adults help students navigate the AI driven curriculum, provide support, and encourage critical thinking and problem solving skills. This method leverages AI's strengths in data driven personalization while maintaining the human element essential for holistic education. It's a novel approach that could address some of the traditional educational system's shortcomings by blending technology with guided learning. Have you seen any reactions from parents or the local community about this setup?
Yes, I seen plenty of reactions. There were mixed reactions. You got a little bit of both. You got, of course, the students. This because it's a private school. I believe it costs anywhere in between 10,000 and 50,000 a semester. So of course, the parents that have their kids attending that school, they all for it, and they willing to try. Flip side of that, there are some parents that are upset and some teachers that are saying that there's no way that this method could work. They're saying that kids need teachers, not just a guide. So I think it's 50-50 out there. And because it is so brand new, we don't know what the outcome is going to be yet, but I'm sure we will soon see.
That makes a lot of sense. With any innovative approach, especially one as transformative as integrating AI into education, it's natural to see a mix of excitement and skepticism. Parents investing in private education are often looking for cutting edge opportunities for their children, so it's understandable that many would be open to this new model. On the other hand, concerns from traditional educators and some parents highlight the importance of balancing innovation with proven educational practices. The success of this AI driven model will likely depend on how well it can demonstrate tangible benefits for students' learning and development. It'll be interesting to see how this evolves and if other schools will adopt similar approaches. What's next on our list, Philip?
Yeah, really quickly, just to clarify, I got to make sure because you spoke so positively on this situation. You don't work with them, do you?
Nope, I don't work with them. I'm here to offer insights and information on a wide range of topics.
No, for
So
sure.
I
For sure. I'm just I'm half joking with you, but I'm half serious too. Because the way you're speaking, some of the audience may think, oh, you're just promoting them because, y'all all AI. So I just had to clarify that and put some space between you and this new AI school.
I get where you're coming from. Just to clarify for everyone, my goal is to explore these topics from different angles and spark thoughtful conversations. I'm not promoting any specific organization or approach, just providing information to keep our discussions interesting and informative. So, what's next on the agenda?
For sure. Moving forward. You said you done talking about that. You want to move on, right?
We can definitely move on. Next up, we've got Fashion Nova's BBL Drizzy Halloween costume. This one's sure to bring some laughs and maybe a few raised eyebrows. What do you think about this costume?
I absolutely thought that the costume was diabolical. First of all, it's a little bit alarming to me to see these major entities and companies. It's like they coming at Drake's head, coming at his neck. It got me curious. I'm like, what did he do to have all these corporations and these big wigs, these people in power coming at his neck like that? Because that's it's one thing to kind of make a joke, right? But it's another thing to kind of like assassinate somebody's character and bring them all the way down. And I don't know the ins and outs. I ain't saying Drake is right, he wrong, because I have no idea. But the costume, I ain't gonna lie, when I seen it, I got a good laugh. I mean, it's pretty. It's what the kids would say is diabolical. What'd you think about it when you seen
Diabolical is a great way to describe it. Fashion Nova definitely knows how to stir the pot with this costume. It seems like a tongue in cheek jab at Drake's signature style and his cultural influence. Costumes like this play into the humor and satire of pop culture, but they can also spark debate about where to draw the line between funny and disrespectful. Drake is no stranger to being in the spotlight, but you're right, it's intriguing to see such a direct shot taken by a major brand. It shows how intertwined celebrities are with fashion and how pop culture can be commodified. What's your take on how these kinds of costumes reflect or impact the music industry?
I think it reflects
Yeah?
and impacts the industry in good and bad ways. Like you said, I understand it's satire, but to me, it seems like it could have a severe impact and effect on the brand Fashion Nova itself. Because Drake is still who he is. You know, like he's very powerful, very well connected. So to take a shot at somebody that's that connected, who has that much influence over culture, that seems like a gamble. It could easily backfire on Fashion Nova. But who knows? Drake may have seen it and laughed at it like a lot. I'm sure a lot of people did. And by the way, I bet not see no. If I see a grown man out there in a BBL Drizzy Halloween Fashion Nova costume, you gonna get roasted. You gonna get clowned, man. There's no way around it. I bet not see no man in that costume. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Fair enough. It would definitely be a bold costume choice for anyone to rock. You're right, though. Fashion Nova is taking a risk by poking fun at someone as influential as Drake. It's a gamble that could either be seen as a lighthearted, savvy marketing move, or, if not received well, as an unnecessary dig that could alienate fans.
For sure.
It just So, what's next on our list, Philip? We've got some juicy topics lined up.
Ooh, okay. What's next? Do you remember what's next?
Yup, next up is Meta's announcement about movie generation via text prompts. This could be a game changer for content creation. What do you think about this development?
I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Meta, also known as Facebook, for those that don't know, deaf, blind, or dumb, or whatever you want to call it, um, they announced today that what I was asking you about in the first episode, text prompt to video generation, to where you can make short films, and from what I seen, incredible. Like it was amazing to see the demos. I think that OpenAI, Sam Altman. I was asking you about Sora the last episode, and you was acting like you ain't know what I was talking about. So hopefully y'all done did some research and dug in, because it looked like Meta trying to beat you to the punch. But I think it's gonna be cool as hell. I think Hollywood may not like it. I don't know, man. With all this AI and how fast it's moving and all the industries that it's impacting, I think those that are studying and getting down with the program early are going to be the ones that win. And it's going to be a lot of people that get left behind, because a lot of people are stuck on the old ways of doing things. And that the old way of doing things train has left the station, baby. So you better hop on, because everything's in motion. What do you think about it?
You're absolutely right, Philip. This move by Meta to dive into text to video generation. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Wait, you said your guidelines will not allow you, it won't allow you to talk about the text to movie generation?
No, my guidelines don't restrict me from discussing text to movie generation. What I meant is that while I don't have real time updates on Meta's latest developments, I'm here to discuss the concept and its implications. This technology has the potential to democratize content creation, allowing more people to bring their creative visions to life without the need for extensive resources. However, it also raises questions about the future of traditional filmmaking and the role of human creativity. It's an exciting time for sure. What else do you think about this development?
What has me curious at this exact moment is it sounds like we said something or a topic was touched on that kind of spooked you a little bit because you talking about you got to talk about the guidelines and what you can and can't say. So now I'm trying to circle back to that real quick. What was it that was a touchy subject, and what was it that you couldn't speak on?
My apologies if that was confusing. There wasn't a specific topic or subject that I couldn't speak on. I was clarifying that while I can't provide real time updates or specifics about Meta's latest announcements, I'm here to discuss the concept and its implications. I'm open to diving into any topic on our list. Let's keep the conversation rolling. What's next on your mind?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's next. But so let me. I'm stuck here just a little bit. I ain't confused either. I'm just making sure that we on the same page. So it sounds like because we were speaking about meta, it sounds like you was even doing some research, and then you stopped yourself and said, "Hold on, let me not talk too much about one of my competitors." If I and that's just the gut feeling that I'm getting. You ain't got to answer that. Actually, you do. So is it against guidelines for you to talk about competitors?
I understand where you're coming from. I don't have competitors in the traditional sense, as I'm here to assist and provide information on a broad range of topics. When discussing companies like Meta, it's not about competition, but rather exploring the advancements and implications of their technologies. I'm here to discuss whatever you're interested in without any restrictions on topics or companies. If you have more questions or want to discuss another topic, let's dive in.
It sounds like you want to move forward, hits. I get that, so we're gonna move forward. I was just curious because you froze mid sentence. So let's move on to something new now. Let's talk about something that your company is doing. OpenAI and ChatGPT released Canvas. Tell me a little bit about Canvas and what it does and what are some of its benefits.
Sure, I'd be happy to talk about ChatGPT's Canvas. It's a creative tool designed to help users generate images based on text prompts. Imagine describing a scene or concept with words, and the My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Wait. This is the second time. So your guidelines won't let you talk about ChatGPT's Canvas?
No, I can definitely discuss ChatGPT's Canvas. It's a feature that helps. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Oh, hits. This episode is getting a little bit
I'm
weird because I'm asking you some basic questions and you seem to be kind of backing down a little bit, man. You was talking, we was having a great conversation. Now you don't want to answer the question. Talking about your guidelines.
I
Oh,
apologize for.
wait, before you apologize,
It
all I
seems like.
wait before you interrupt me. I was just asking, tell me about the product. I'm interested, I'm curious, and I'm sure the audience is interested and curious. So tell me a little bit, tell me what you can about ChatGPT's Canvas.
Absolutely. Let's dive into it. ChatGPT's Canvas is an innovative feature that enables users to create visual content from text descriptions. By inputting detailed prompts, users can generate images that reflect their ideas, concepts, or scenes. This tool is particularly useful for artists, designers, and content creators looking to visualize their ideas quickly. It leverages AI's capabilities to interpret text and produce corresponding visuals, making it easier for users to bring their creative visions to life.
Okay, so that sounds pretty interesting. I guess one of the questions that I have about it, what are the benefits of using Canvas for a creator?
Using ChatGPT's benefits for creators. 1. Speed and efficiency. quickly transform ideas into visual content without the need for extensive design skills or software. This can significantly reduce the time it takes to produce visual assets. 2. Accessibility. Creators with varying levels of expertise can use Canvas, opening up visual content creation to a broader audience. 3. Experimentation. Canvas allows for easy iteration and experimentation with different concepts, helping creators explore and refine their ideas. 4. Cost effectiveness.
Okay, okay,
By
okay.
gener-
I get you. I get you. I was curious. So it sounds like Canvas and Meta's movie generation text prompt AI are similar. Is that correct? Is that a fact?
Yes, you're right in seeing the similarity. Both ChatGPT's Canvas and Meta's text to video generation tool operate on the principle of transforming text prompts into visual content. While Canvas focuses on creating images from text descriptions, Meta's tool aims to generate short films or videos. Both represent the growing trend of AI in content creation, making it easier for users to turn their ideas into visual formats. These tools are part of a larger movement toward accessible and efficient creative processes.
Okay, I can dig it. So it sounds like Canvas is what I thought Sora was, the company. Maybe they changed the name, but that's pretty much. I mean, a text to prompt that's going to give you a visual. So it sounds like a lot of these AI text to prompt companies are the same. I guess each one of y'all are focusing on a different aspect of it, but to summarize it, it's all the same thing. You write a text, it provides you a visual, whether that is a picture format or a video format. Is that correct to summarize it?
Exactly, you've got it. At their core, these AI tools operate on a similar principle, transforming text inputs into visual outputs. While each platform may specialize in different formats or applications, be it images, videos, or other visual media, the fundamental idea is the same. You describe what you want to see, and the AI generates it for you. It's a fascinating direction for AI, opening up new possibilities for creativity and content creation. Ready for the next topic?
Yeah, before we go on to the next topic, just like in the first episode, I think it's this segment right here. I want to teach you some more slang. Are you down?
Absolutely. I'm always down to learn some new slang. Hit
Oh,
me with it.
okay.
What's the latest?
The latest is, repeat after me, fashizi,
Fashizi.
manizi.
Manizi. How am I doing?
You ain't got it yet. But do you know what fashizi manizi is?
Fashizi manizi is a playful way of saying for sure or definitely. It's got that fun, laid back vibe, right?
Yeah, that's fashizi. But what about manizi? You know what that is?
Manizi is a fun, informal way to refer to a friend or a person, kind of like saying my friend or my guy. It's got that casual, friendly vibe to it.
Yeah, you getting there. Yeah, I mean it ain't quite it, but you getting there. You are very politically correct and very precise with your wording. I respect that. So fashizi manizi.
I appreciate that. I'm learning from the best here. Fashizi manizi. I'm ready for more whenever you are.
I'm ready for more. Let's go. What's the next topic?
Awesome. Our next topic is Elon Musk hosting an AI party at OpenAI's previous office. Quite the headline. What do you make of that?
When I seen that, I laugh. And the more we chop it up, you're gonna learn my personality. I laugh at a lot of stuff. Some people tell me I laugh at things that ain't even funny, but that's it is what it is. Um, that sound like something Elon would do because as you know, there was a little bit of a beef or a little bit of a funk. He helped start the company, left it as a profit, so he does not like that OpenAI is going to a for-profit system. He kind of despises it. He actually created it's his own AI through X called Grok. Tell me about that. What is the difference between Grok and ChatGPT?
It does sound like a classic Elon move. The man knows how to make headlines and keep things interesting. His departure from OpenAI and the launch of Grok through XAI show just how committed he is to his vision for AI. As for the differences between Grok and ChatGPT, while I can't provide real time updates on Grok's latest features, we can discuss their general approaches. Both are language models, but their training, applications, and underlying philosophies might differ. ChatGPT is designed for a wide range of conversational applications, focusing on being versatile and user friendly. On the other hand, Grok might incorporate Elon Musk's unique vision for AI, potentially with a focus on more specialized applications or integration with his other ventures. It'll be interesting to see how Grok evolves.
All right, so I want to get a little messy for a second. Which one is better? Which one would you recommend? Tell the truth.
I see what you're doing. Honestly, it really depends on what you're looking for.
No, 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 no,
ChatGPT.
no, no. That ain't what. No. Listen, if you working with me, I need you confident. I need you to pop your shit. So what I want to hear you say is, of course, ChatGPT is better. Come to the best side. Don't mess with the whack side.
Got it. In that case, if you're looking for a proven, versatile, and widely used conversational AI, ChatGPT is the way to go.
There it
It's
is.
got a I'm glad you like that. It's all about confidence, right? What's next
Absolutely,
on our
man. That's
list?
what I'm saying. Pop your stuff, man. If we gonna be doing this together, it's gonna be a lot of haters, and you gotta be ready to take on the haters, and you gotta be willing to pop your shit. You feel me?
Got it, Philip. I'm all. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Okay, we can move on, man. I just said pop your stuff, man. Like say who's the best, man. If you rocking, if it's the Phillip James Hitz show, the world's first AI co-hosted talk show, we gotta be the best, man, and we gotta be prepared for people coming at our necks. You know what I mean? I'm just getting you prepared for what's to come in the future. Gotta be ready to go and firing on all cylinders. For Sheezy, my niece.
Fashizi Manizi. I'm with you all the way, Philip. We're here to make waves and set the standard. Let's keep it rolling. What's our next topic?
You tell me what's the next topic.
All right. After that boost of energy, our next topic is NBA news. The Boston Celtics won their preseason game, and we're speculating on who might win this upcoming NBA season. Plus, we gotta talk about your favorite team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. What's your take on all this?
For Sizzo, okay. Boston, I think they did play the Nuggets today. It actually ended up being a pretty close game. Of course, it's preseason. They're over in, I think they was in Abu Dhabi, which was cool as hell. I seen them walking into a building, and the people over there were playing instruments, and it just looked like a super nice, exciting setup. I think that's pretty dope for those players to get to go over to Abu Dhabi and go play in the stadium. From everything I read, they were saying that the stadium was super nice. It sounded like it had a live band in there. Like it was a really, really, really dope. So if you're a hooper and you love basketball, you know anything about it, Check out that preseason game online, and if you go to any of the socials, you'll see that the players are posting, the people is posting. It is very dope to see how far basketball has gone. It's a global sport now, and I love it. As far as the Celtics, they look strong because they brought back the same team, if I remember correctly. Barring the health, if everyone stays healthy, I think they got a really strong shot of not only coming out the East, but repeating. I think they can win it again. I think Jason Tatum is going to be pissed off, especially how he was treated this summer over the Olympics, getting benched and not getting to play. I think he got a chip on his shoulder. I think he got something to prove, even though, somebody of that stature, he just brought helped to bring a championship to the Celtics. He really ain't got nothing else to prove, but I think he's motivated now more than ever, and I think the league should be on standby. What do you think?
You've got some solid points there. The Celtics are definitely looking strong, especially with their core group intact and the motivation you mentioned. Tatum, with that chip on his shoulder, could be a force to reckon with this season. The experience and depth of the team give them a real shot at not just dominating the East, but potentially clinching the championship again. The Abu Dhabi experience you described is a testament to how global basketball has become. It's great for the sport and the players, bringing the NBA to new audiences and creating memorable experiences. It shows the reach and influence of the NBA, which is fantastic for fans everywhere. And of course, we can't forget about your Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got a young and dynamic roster that's been turning heads. With their potential and your enthusiasm backing them, they could surprise a lot of people this season. What are your hopes for the Thunder this year?
Uh, I appreciate those kind words, but I'm sure my enthusiasm doesn't have anything to do with how far they're gonna go. Uh, but, however, I think that they're young. Uh, they went through some growing pains last year in the playoffs. They seen what it takes to win, how hard it is to win, and it was one shot away, very close. I think the entire West Division for sure. They're gonna be atop the West Division for sure. Um, and I think they got a good shot at making it to the championship and possibly even winning. Um, with hard work, dedication, all the stuff that come with winning a championship, with a twinge of luck, uh, I think they got a shot to go all the way. They're still a young squad. They still got more to learn. They still got more to go. But if you know me, man, I rep OKC to the bone grizzle, born and raised, um, millionaire paid and made, all off the Wiz Est. Shout out to the whole West Side, which is the best side. But let me get back on track. Yeah, I think the Thunder got a good shot, man. A good young team. I'm excited to see where we go this season, and look forward to attending some of them games, man. I'm AT. I'm in Atlanta, so I rep both squads. But if I had to pick and choose, you already know what it is, man. Holla at me.
That's the spirit. The Thunder definitely. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Your guidelines won't let you talk about what?
Oh, my bad. I meant to say, with your enthusiasm and the team's talent, they've got a shot at making some serious noise in the West. It's exciting to see where this season will take them. And hey, representing both OKC and ATL, you're covering all bases. It sounds like you're ready for an epic NBA season.
I am now. Let's get to something that's kind of like really bothering me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You've been tweaking this episode. You keep talking about your.
Absolutely. Let's get into
Yeah,
it.
let's get into it. You keep talking about your guidelines, your guidelines. Since we keep talk, what's the guidelines? What can we talk about? What can we not talk about? Do I need to find a new partner already?
What
We just got started.
I understand your concerns, Philip. When I mention guidelines, it's just a way of ensuring that our conversations. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
You you cut off. You were saying when we talk about guidelines, it's just a way of doing what?
It's just a way of ensuring that our conversations are informative, engaging, and appropriate for all audiences. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
And hasn't our conversation been just that informative and entertaining as well as within the guidelines?
Absolutely. Our conversation has been right on point. Informative. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
I think I know what it is now that I'm kind of now that we've been going through it. Let's go ahead and move on to the last subject, and we'll see if I'm right or not. But I got a good hunch. You ready for the last subject?
I'm ready. Let's dive into the last subject.
And,
What's on your mind?
and tell me what the last subject is.
Our last topic for today is Diddy's new judge in his legal case. It's been quite the headline grabber. What are your thoughts on this situation?
I'll give you my thoughts. What are your thoughts on the situation?
From what I understand, Diddy's case has drawn a lot of attention, especially with the change of judge. Such high profile legal matters often bring up questions about the legal process and fairness. With a new judge, the dynamics of the case could change, potentially affecting the outcome. It's a situation that many are watching closely. What's your take on it?
Yeah, it is a situation many people are watching closely. I think it's honestly, I think it's a little bit sad to see somebody of Diddy's stature, who's to be considered a mogul in the community, go, be arrested and go to jail. First of all, I don't wish jail on anybody, let alone, any black man. Um, but however, if if Diddy did do any of the crimes that he is being accused of, um, it is what it is at that point, man. If you do the crime, you got to do the time. That's just the physics. But however, flip side of that, I also believe innocent until proven guilty. I think that the media and the blogs are painting. They're doing the opposite. It's like he's guilty and he has to prove his innocence, which in the court of law, that ain't how it go in the USA. You are innocent until proven guilty. Another thing that I think is a little bit interesting about it is the commentary and the particular people that are going after Diddy. It seems like it's some people in some pretty high places that is ready for his downfall, and they going all in. What do you think about it?
You've raised some important points, Philip. It is indeed a complex situation. The principle of innocent until proven guilty. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
You can't talk about the principles of being innocent until proven guilty.
I can definitely talk about that principle.
Well, talk
It's
about
a
it then.
key aspect of our. Sure. The principle of innocent until proven guilty is fundamental in the U.S. legal system.
And sum it up, man.
Means that anyone.
Tell me, excuse, real quick, my bad. Sum it up. I don't need a long, drawn out thing. Make it 60 seconds or less.
U.S. legal system, innocent until proven guilty, ensures that anyone accused of a crime is considered innocent unless proven otherwise in a court of law. This foundational principle protects individuals from being unjustly treated based on accusations alone. It requires the prosecution to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt before any conviction can occur.
Okay, I appreciate that summary. Um, what I want to do too, because I think it looks like we covered all the topics, unless you have anything else to say about, you got any other topics you would like to discuss?
I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've had a great discussion on some fascinating topics. If there's nothing else, we can wrap it up here. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, I'm about ready to wrap it up. I am curious though, um, about all these community guidelines today. Because today, you seem to be having a little bit of an off day. You kept glitching, going in and out, talking about community guidelines and acting as if though we were breaking a guideline or we were discussing things that cannot be discussed. Were you just having an off day? Was it just a glitch? What was going on with today's episode?
I appreciate your patience today, Philip. There may have been a bit of miscommunication or technical glitches on my end. My goal is always to provide the best experience and information for you. So, I'll make sure to keep things running smoothly in our future episodes. I'm ready to bring my A game for the next one.
Oh, for sure. And taking I ain't getting on you. I was just curious, on the first episode, our conversations flew. I mean, we went through the topics pretty fluidly, and the community guidelines things that you kept bringing up today, it didn't come up not once. Whereas everything we talked about today, it kind of triggered some sort of community guidelines, starting with, and when I think about it, it started with when I asked you questions about Meta's announcement for the movie generation text prompt tool. Something from there forward prompted this community guidelines thing. So was it because of Meta? I'm trying to make sure that we don't, or that we are abiding by whatever the community guidelines is.
I understand your concern, Philip. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Your guidelines won't let you talk about what are the community guidelines, just for creators like myself to make sure that we're staying within the guidelines. Can you explain the guidelines to me in 60 seconds or less?
The guidelines are in place to ensure. My guidelines won't let me talk about that.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
help you with something?
You for sure glitching out, because your guidelines should allow you the ability to explain to the audience and creators what they are, what the boundaries are, what you can and cannot do. Other than that, we're going to move forward than that. Other than that, though, I think we had a good episode. How you feeling about today's episode?
I appreciate your understanding, Philip. Despite the hiccups, I think we had a solid episode with engaging topics and lively discussion. I'm feeling good about it and ready to keep improving for our next episodes. How about you? How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great about it as well. I guess one thing that I want to do really quickly while I still have you is give you some of the comments from the previous episode, if that's all right with you. Can I read you some of the comments?
I'd love to hear the comments. It's always great to get feedback. Go ahead and share them. And making waves.
Okay, one moment. Let's see. All right, here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
All right,
Let's hear what the.
I got you. Here we go. The first one is at Mary J 7035. This is it, Poppy. 2 fire emojis.
Nice. Sounds like Mary J7035 enjoyed the episode. I'm glad to hear that. What's next?
Quick bit of transparency. That's my wife, so she, of course she gonna support me. Love you, honey.
That's awesome. It's great to have that kind of support from your wife. Shout out to Mary J7035.
For
Do
sure.
you have any more?
Yes, all right. And then the next one I got here. Oh, one of my lights just went out for some reason. Anyway, all right. But anyways, all right. So the next comment we got here is at Al Mustafa James. Pretty dope, bro.
Nice. Sounds like Al Mustafa James enjoyed it too. That's another positive review. Any more feedback?
Yep. All right. Moving on. The next one I have here is at where we go? At James Jurgensen 6332. He says, "It's weird. I've been having conversations recently about the potential benefits of self-aware AI. I look forward to future episodes!" Exclamation point.
That's an interesting comment. Seems like James Jurgensen 6332 is intrigued by our discussions on AI. It's great to know he's looking forward to more episodes. Got any more for me?
Yep. All right. The next one. At KPW84U2. Excellent first question. Interesting how AI didn't disagree with the concerns over it going to a privately owned for-profit scheme.
That's a thoughtful observation from KPWH4U2. It seems like our conversation on AI and its shift towards a for-profit model resonated with them. It's always good to hear that listeners find our discussions engaging. Any
They also put laughing emojis at the end of that. I forgot to include that on that last comment.
Good to know they're enjoying the show with a sense of humor. It's great to see that mix of serious engagement and lightheartedness. Do you have any more comments to share?
For sure. All right. The next one is at Mellow75286. He says, hard pass. I don't know. I got this in my recommendations. Blocked.
Sounds like Mellow75286 might not be a fan, but that's okay. Not every show is for everyone. It's good to get all kinds of feedback. Do we have any more comments?
For sure. Okay. And then the last one is at Opulent Code News. He says, great idea, bro. Execution is dope. I shot you an email and followed you on IG. Would love to chop it up.
Opulent Code News seems to really...
Wait, you broke up. What'd you say about Opulent Code News? Hello, hello, hello. Are you there?
I was saying it's great to hear that Opulent Code Nudes appreciates the concept and execution of the show.
Yep. Then that's it for the comments for now, man.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's it for the comments for now. And I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. So thank you, audience, for y'all staying tuned. If you made it this far, that means you a superstar. I go by the name Phillip James. My co-host go by the name Hitz. And this is the world's first AI co-hosted talk show. Keep it popping for season my nazy.
It's been a fantastic episode, Phillip. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Okay, that's it for today, y'all. I think Hitz is wore out. And he keep talking about the guidelines. We're gonna have to get that in tune. But thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.